What's up, folks? This is Steel. Welcome back to Steelcast 27. Once again, Armored Warfare for you. The last time I posted an Armored Warfare video, it was simply the tutorial. It was my first day playing this game. And since that point, I've had some matches under my belt. Mostly PvE, some PvP. I definitely don't have the head to get my mind wrapped around all of the, the upgrades and the penetration and armor and all that stuff. So this isn't supposed to be instructional. This is going to be basically a video blog of my progression in Armored Warfare. Now, considering the fact I'm only playing this for about a couple of hours every weekend here and there, and not even that, the progression is going to be pretty slow. So right here is the Tier 3 T62A. It's a gorgeous tank. I loved it in World of Tanks, but the tanks, the main battle tanks in Armored Warfare are basically the heavy tanks. So they are the most armored vehicles in the game, and because of that, I think they're a little bit more user-friendly, at least for noobs like myself. So right now, I'm just basically pointing and clicking, driving to areas of the map, getting familiar with the maps, and pointing and clicking, basically, and shooting guys. That's the whole goal. So I'm going to show you a nice PvE match that I had recently. It shows you how much better I've gotten at the game, actually. I think I'm pretty proud of myself. So let's move into it. Operation Red Opossum. One thing I like about Armored Warfare is this PvE element.
Black Company, your help is greatly needed. The Lions of Neckweal have taken over this region, and we need to retreat. Clear our escape routes so we can get everyone out of there. Get ready, Black Company. Enemy spotted in the west. New orders, Black Company. We know that the Lions of Neckweal are going to use the oil here for their own gain. Plant explosives in the marked target so they can't get their hands on anything. Let's ruin their day.
Are you done now, bud? Are comms clear? Okay, great. Let's get down to business. The AI on the PvE tanks, the opponents, is actually pretty good. If you die in this game, it's because you've overextended yourself and you get like 4 or 5 guys shooting at the same time. And the DPM on these tanks isn't, like, you're not going to be able to kill a guy very quick. I mean, 10-second reload is going to take you 3 hits per tank, roughly. So you're looking at minutes. Meanwhile, minutes go by and everyone's shooting at you. That's when you pass away. But once you get the hang of it, it's okay. I mean, you can pick and choose times when you can be aggressive. But like the initial onslaught, you want to be a little bit more passive, and then you can start going after guys and doing the fun stuff. Now, this is a point where you can see where the AI is actually kind of smart. He goes behind a dead carcass, and here I'm still trying to figure out the angling. And now I know the sides of these tanks is really, really thin. The side armor.
Loader, Sabo. Thanks for clearing the way for our guys in the hills. We need to clear the area around the main offices next. Lions at the western targets identified. Keep them away from here.
So you don't want to angle too much, but you want to protect your lower glacis as much as possible, so you have to angle a little bit. Now, tanks like the T62 are supposed to be the ones taking the hits in the front. So, I mean, since this is PvE, I'm kind of like on the road daring guys to shoot at me a little bit more than I would if it was a PvE game or PvP game. But yeah, getting good shots is the most difficult thing in this game when you're, surrounded by an environment that's random and you're not familiar with it. So just getting your, firing your main weapon as much as possible in PvE is going to get you the most experience. And it also seems like a race. It's a race to get damage, because damage leads to more experience, obviously. Durr. But a lot of players in this game, when you start off, you're going to find that they know exactly where they're going and where the spawn points are, and you're going to be just chasing after damage as much as possible. But once you find that balance, you'll be fine. See, it's a race. I couldn't.
Load Sabo.
Then I drove off to the wrong direction. Try to get that one guy. This happens all the time. You drive off to get that one guy, and somebody else shoots him right when you get there, and then you have to drive all the way back to the next enemy spawn area, and by that time 3 other guys on your team are already there. Now, this is the kind of stuff that you're going to get in PvP. Like, guys know where to hide, so you have to make these, like, trick shots. I don't know if I hit him. Maybe I hit the gun barrel. Who knows? But, like, yeah, so everyone knows the firing angles already. It's so frustrating. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I capturing this place? Yeah, I think so. Gotta get some EXP where you can grab it. Oh, I should just shoot those tanks, I think. Hey, that worked! I shot through the tank, that oil tank or whatever it is. Cool. Yeah, so the AI, look, they're not aggressive. They're just, they're very patient. It's really,
Enemy destroyed.
there, see, that was a nice shot. That's kind of PvP-ish. But yeah, the AI is pretty smart. They don't just rush all the time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And this guy's creeping like a creeping. Yep.
All targets armed and
Now,
hot.
the good thing about
Nice
the PvE is you get to be familiar with your tank, and then you can also use that experience to make the get the upgrades that you need. Because the PvP aspect is going to be a lot more intense, and then those upgrades and getting more damage, like a lot of the upgrades are ammo based, so like your ammo is going to determine how hard and how well those shells hit your targets. And
Looks like they're
PvP,
turning their
that seems to be
attention
like
elsewhere.
one of the
I
bigger
hope they don't head for the docks.
bigger
next.
keys.
No bad.
And I bounced there. I guess that was the top.
We're loading
turret.
up the tanker now, so keep them off of us. Enemy tank spotted to the east.
So yeah, you just got these random objectives that you have to go around trying to find. A lot of the environment is destructible. That's really, really neat. But every once in a while you'll run across something that's not destructible and you'll just get hung up. And you'll be like, oh god. And then there's also a lot of vegetation, cabbage, etc. And undulations. And just getting used to, you know, firing angles in this game is probably one of the most difficult things. And that's where experienced players is going to really help. Knowing, you know, when and where to shoot.
Target destroyed. Load stable.
Shooting angles. Yeah, that's it. Shooting angles. That's what I'm trying to say. Where'd he go? So this is a nice little spot. They spawn up here. It's a kind of a funnel point. So I found this, and I'm happy about that.
Loader, feet.
Yeesh, what was that? Where'd that come from? But the teammates are spread out, so there's a lot of different places to get your kills.
Target destroyed.
And now the red outline of the tanks I like as a feature, and it helps you know if your reticule's on target, but it doesn't take into account
Target hit.
the terrain. So you could actually be aiming at the ground. And you don't even know it, and considering the fact that you can't see through it. Well, the good thing about it is you can't remove it. In War Thunder, you could remove the grass. So imagine that, being able to remove all of the grass and foliage. You can see everything. That's why it's such a hack.
Up. Target eliminated.
Yeah. Easy. Now, I'm shooting HE here. I'm sorry, HE. Heat. I'm shooting heat here. Now, heat's a little bit different in that it hits harder, but it has less pen.
Identify target. Target locked
Whereas
on.
AP
Target
hits
down.
less hard, and it has more pen. So you want to shoot heat at targets that are lightly armored, as opposed to targets that are heavily
Identified.
armored,
Hostile tank.
where you would shoot AP. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. Now here, there's like an environmental issue here. I'm stuck on this wall. You don't see it, but I'm stuck on it.
Target hit.
Yeah, so this tank I'm shooting at, I know is definitely not a main battle tank, so he's going to have lighter armor. I'll shoot the heat at him and get some decent chunks. That was a good chunk. And basically, that's the key to getting more experience. Done.
Target down. All right, Black Company, we are a go. Those fanatical bastards can't get their hands on the oil here either. Let them have a hollow victory. Enjoy that paycheck. We'll be in touch again.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you liked the video and you want YouTube to let you know when I release more, please feel free to like and subscribe. I plan on putting out 2 to 3 videos per week of ship reviews, history, and gameplay. My live stream is currently on Twitch at the URL right there. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you next time.